Claire from the Athlete Center. Today we are going to do a workout using nothing but a foam roller, so something you can do at home if you have a roller. I'm going to show you all the exercises we're going to do, and then we'll do a circuit together to incorporate all the movements. The first one is a single leg deadlift. I'm going to place the roller between my right foot and my right hand and push my foot into the roller and my hand into the roller like I'm trying to make the roller shorter. And that's going to create tension in my abdomen and in my lat. From here, I'm going to balance on my left side. I'm going to hinge through my hips and drive that heel back on the right side behind the back wall, keeping tension in the roller throughout. So I'm hinging through my hip, I'm balancing on that left side as I drive that right heel back. So that's our single leg deadlift with the roller. From here, we're going to go into a foam roller push-up. So the roller is going to create a bit of instability and change the height of one side. So one hand's going to be on the roller, the other hand's going to be on the floor. We're going to do our push-up, going as far as we can, controlling the spine. Then we're going to roll the roller to the opposite side and repeat. So I'm trying to stay nice and stable, nice and controlled as I come down and switching sides. If you need to, you can come down to the knees, really controlling those hips. Then we're going to come down onto our backs and go into glute bridge rollouts. So on our backs, head and neck nice and long, feet on the roller. We're going to squeeze our bum, lift our hips, and then we're going to lift one foot and roll the roller out as far as we can, lifting one foot up at a time and then rolling back in, trying to keep our hips up the entire time. You can use our elbows on the floor for support, or if you want an extra challenge, you can reach those hands up towards the sky. From here, we're going to go into foam roller dead bugs. So we're going to place the roller between our foot and opposite hand, and then opposite hand and leg reach up towards the ceiling. We're going to, similar to the deadlift, we're going to push our hand and foot like we're trying to crush the roller, engaging that trunk, and then the opposite arm, opposite leg is going to lower towards the floor. We'll do 30 seconds on one side, and then we'll switch and do 30 seconds on the other. From here, we're going to go into rollouts. So similar to a barbell, or if you've used the wheel before, you're going to place your forearms on the roller, hips are stacked over the knees, and then you're going to roll out as far as you can, dropping those hips towards the floor, and then rolling yourself back. So rolling out, dropping those hips, and to come up, instead of lifting your hips, you're going to actively pull those lats into the roller to upright yourself. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do 30 seconds for each exercise, switching 30 seconds per side. We're going to do that cycle 3 times. So we're going to start in 10 seconds with our single leg deadlifts. Getting ready and go. So I'm squeezing that roller. Meanwhile, I'm staying stable on that left side, spreading the toes, maintaining a nice tripod. hinging through those hips, getting a nice stretch on that left hamstring as I drive that right heel back, maintaining tension throughout, and switch sides. Squeeze that roller. You can even reach out that opposite hand to really lengthen through the entire body and that posterior chain. I have a slight bend in my down leg, but it's not bending throughout. I'm hinging through the hips versus bending my knee. And ready for push-ups. So whichever variation for you, pushing up, rolling that roller to the other side. As I switch, I want to try and maintain my hip position and not rock too much side to side. Head and neck stay nice and long. And getting ready, going right into our glute bridge walkouts. Trying to maintain that hip level throughout, squeezing the glutes. Going as far as we can, controlling those hamstrings. Maintaining that breath throughout. And into dead bugs. So holding that roller, opposite arm, opposite leg, squeeze, and the other lower towards the ground, maintaining that rib position. Don't let it pop up. Head and neck stay nice and long. Breathing throughout, switch sides. The harder I push into the roller, the more intense this dead bug's gonna be. You control the intensity. And into rollouts. Dropping those hips each time, but controlling the spine. So I'm keeping those ribs stacked over the pelvis. And rest. First round done. We're gonna do 2 more. So get ready, 30-second rest. And we'll start back up the top with our dead bugs. Again, with the roller, it's self-limiting or self-intensifying. The harder we squeeze into the roller, the more intense it's going to be. So we get to control the intensity through this workout. We're starting again in 3, 2, 1, go. Keeping a nice, long, straight line as we hinge. If you need help controlling your balance, each time you can kind of touch down, or if you want to challenge your balance, keep that right foot off the floor the entire 30 seconds. And switch sides. Good, really reach that opposite hand, opposite leg back. Really challenging that posterior chain. Maintaining your breathing throughout. Get into push-ups. Trying to get as much range of motion as you can, but controlling that trunk and spine. If you need to come down to the knees, that's okay too. All right, right into glute bridge rollouts. This is a great one to load those hamstrings at home. And into dead bugs. You can either keep a straight leg, or you can keep the knee bent for a shorter lever. Or if you want something in between, you can straighten the leg as you lower it. Switch sides. Again, remember, the harder you squeeze that roller between the hand and foot, the more intense it's going to be, the more you have to fight that tension through the abdomen. And into rollouts. Going as far as we can, controlling it. Again, when we come back, make sure we're using the lats and the abdomen to pull that roller back versus just sitting back on our hips. And rest. 30 seconds, and we got one more round. Take a breather here. Try and decrease that heart rate. Bring it back down a little bit. Trying to regulate that breath before our last round. Starting up with deadlifts again. 3, 2, 1, go. Last round, best round. Make this your best technique. I know you're a bit fatigued now, but you're also nice and warm. Have had practice with the movements. So just really hone in on that technique. Really focusing on those cues. Keeping the toes spread. Keeping stable through that foot as you hinge those hips back. Switch sides. Same thing, nice and spread with those toes. Find that tripod of the foot. Equal pressure on the base of the big toe, little toe, and the heel to create that stability through the ground for you to hinge off of. Sending those hips back, squeezing that roller, and into push-ups. Again, find that nice plank position. Bring that chest down to the ground, elbows tucked. Keep nice and long with that neck, looking down towards the floor. There should be no wrinkles in the back of your neck, nice and long. Good. On our backs, right into our glute bridge rollouts. Keep those hips up, keep squeezing those glutes. And into dead bugs. Last round, make sure those ribs stay down as you lower that arm and leg going as far as we can control that trunk. You can use that breath to create a little bit more stability. Trying to inhale through that lower back, switch sides. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Good. Into rollouts. Last 30 seconds. Inhaling as you come out. Exhaling as you come up. If you feel like you're blocked out and you need that extra challenge, similar to the glute bridge, you can walk your arms out. And done. All right. Great job, everyone. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below if you did the workout. Some creative ways of using the foam roller, and now you get to go right into some rolling to cool down. I'd love to hear if any of those were new exercises for you. Thank you for joining me today.